who you think is the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs this year.
You don't have to ask me, man.
So here, let's do this. Let's like make it a little simpler then. In the NFC, it's the 49ers.
No, I think it's the Eagles.
Oh, God.
Okay. What about the Eagles makes you think that they've improved enough to that they are better than the 49ers this year?
They have a lethal fucking offensive line. They have one of the best duos with Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. Kellen Moore comes in, someone that, regardless of what you think about him, has had offense.
Saquon Barkley, too.
I expect the defense to be better, and that's my point.
Well, it can't be
so
much
I also
worse.
think you put all these things together, plus an offensive coordinator who completely turned that offense into a fucking shit show. I expect the Eagles to be better, yeah.
I just think that's the craziest, stupidest shit I've ever heard you say on this entire show's history.
Do you have any reason to believe that the Niners will regress at all?
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. It is Monday, August 26th. Every single person on this podcast is in a shamble one way or another.
Oh, I'm fine.
I feel great.
I'm in shambles. It's a shit show.
You're in shambles, too. I'm the only one chilling.
You think I'm in shambles?
Yeah.
You're kind of in shambles.
None of you were...
Look at your fingers right now. They can't stop twitching.
Good point,
Yeah,
Tycho.
it's called out.
I feel great. I feel great. No, I feel great now.
No,
look great.
Tycho's doing the most right now, that's how I know he's totally fine.
No.
Like, yeah, no. Tycho being super stressed out and like going crazy is like very normal.
Yeah.
I just haven't had my coffee today yet.
How was everyone's
that's a big
weekend?
Great. Drank on a boat.
Sweet.
Can't beat
sick.
it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I drank on a patio.
Hey,
Unreal.
Bar, but
In Chicago.
A great spot. Okay.
I drank at dinner.
Okay.
Probably
you
the
have?
third. I'd probably go
Did you have
boat
drink or
patio dinner.
drinks?
Drinks.
Whoa.
Drinks back to back as well.
You had 2 drinks
Friday
this weekend.
Friday and Saturday.
Holy shit. Are
Yeah.
you
I also
okay?
drank
That's
twice
4.
this weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You had 4 drinks
Go.
total this
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah.
The boys are lit.
Oh, man. I had like
Oh, no.
4 within an hour.
A drink before 6 would probably be the actual
Really?
time.
Savage.
Okay, so Saturday total, I probably had about 12.
Dude,
Yeah.
you are
Well, it's all day
literally
thing, dude.
Legend.
like the fucking
Yeah.
manure.
Legend.
No, I'm kind of the man. Yeah.
I
Like,
had
not even gonna
6
lie.
during work on Friday.
He did.
during work.
Fantasy football
seems-
punishment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
good point.
Yeah. No,
Good
fair,
point.
fair. It's tough work.
You want to know what's very exciting? Caps Off Pod on TikTok is 3,000 followers away from 200,000.
Oh, really?
That's true.
Very
yeah.
exciting.
Woo.
Very exciting. It's
Yeah,
been
we're
a
no
long
handshake
time.
bats, but you
No,
know.
we're not.
No, you'll get there someday.
Yeah. All right, now you're gonna act like Tycho when we met.
We're
for a
11
while,
days
so.
away from the NFL season. Holy fucking
Is
sex.
that true?
That
11?
is true.
Oh
11
my
days.
God.
A week from today,
Nope,
we will
10.
be at the...
Dude, 10?
Well, 10
10
would be then getting
On
us
the
on the
11th
11th
day.
day would be Thursday Night Football.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to do math.
Having a bet on a game where the players were trying their hardest felt so good this Saturday.
I know,
Like when it was 12:45 and I'm watching Florida State Tech, I got 50 on Florida State
was
minus
so-
10.5.
Oh.
Doesn't even matter that my bet never had a shot.
You were
Yeah.
just there.
It
You were
was
there to
just
play
the
game.
fact that
Dude.
like they Georgia Tech would get a third down stop and I'd be like,
Yeah,
dang
dude.
it.
I like
it felt so good.
like I ripped Georgia Tech money line. I don't know why.
savage.
Yeah, it was sick. But like just like being able to be back watching college football, like college game day, waking up, seeing that, I'm like,
having
this is the
sports
shit.
on during the day is so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Waking up hungover and there being football on the TV was the
or at
sickest
least
feeling
college
ever.
game day, like it's just something.
Just like football is a day sport. It's the best during
Yeah,
the day, and
yeah.
that's when it hits so hard.
Let's do this
Oh, yeah.
weekend when college football is like actually back.
I was just going to say, so like I knew that, like I forgot that college football was like back.
Yeah, week
and
0 is
so
like just like it's a
it
little
felt weird. But then I
it's a
walked
tease.
into the office.
It's just like a little over the
I
pants
think it's a perfect
OTPH
over the
shit.
pants
I
hand
will-
job.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
literally
that's
what I
fair.
texted to Randy
Yeah.
the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
OTPH?
Yeah, that's what week 0 is. It's
Yeah.
like OTPH
Yeah, well, guess
shit.
what? Those still get you totally fucking bricked up. So give me week 0.
Oh man, you know what else gets me bricked up? College football's fucking live and better picks.
Yeah,
Let's
it
go.
Everyone- anyone
TJ
play this
Uyunglele, less than everything. That's
Yep.
free money.
Yeah, that definitely
Apparently
is free
he
money.
sucks. Yeah.
He's been bad.
I do think that like we should, and I'm gonna put this on Tygo because he's the guy who likes college football more than the three of us. I do feel like we could find one guy and just hammer his more
I have
thans
the
every
guy.
week, and like no doubt it'll hit.
I have the guy already.
Is it Donovan Edwards?
No.
Thank
Okay.
God, because if you
It's
said
Phil
Donovan Edwards,
Mafa, the Clemson running back.
His name is Phil
Phil
Mafa.
Mafa. M-F-A-H.
That's a Lion King character. What?
Phil Mafa?
Yeah, he's the running back.
That's
And
Mufasa.
we're taking his overs every time?
Dude,
I like
I
his
just looked.
name.
It's 67.5 right
I'm
now.
locked in for the.
But
for
okay,
the-
wait. Week 1 is against Georgia, so let's be careful.
No, I'm still in. I'm still Mufa.
No, I'm actually so out on that. 'cause
No,
not
I'm
gonna
in. This is a
run the
prove
ball
it game because if it hits, then I will have a lot of confidence in him throughout the season.
Imagine if Clemson beats Georgia week 1, and then I look like a genius saying that they're going to win the national championship.
You said that?
Yeah, but
Yes.
hear me out.
You also
hear me
said
out.
Florida's going to win the national championship.
Hear me
so
out.
I said they have a path.
Clemson gets blown
So
out.
does everyone.
Every
Clemson-
team in the SEC has a
Tycho,
path.
Clemson gets blown out, and then you don't look like a genius.
Very real
Fair,
possibility.
fair.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
see,
Good point.
And then
that
Miami
works.
blows out Florida this week, and then
Let's
you're
go.
Also, what?
I love that.
What do you care?
What?
I love Miami. My whole family went. I wanted to
yeah.
go. I just didn't get in. I'm too stupid.
But like, do you? I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a pretty normal thing to say. Like Miami's.
No, it is.
19th
But like,
and
it's like
Florida's
imagine
ass.
being like someone just happened to be like, Mizzou's gonna kick so and so's ass. You're like, yeah,
It's
Yeah.
Colorado.
No, he's
yeah.
right.
But I'm a Miami guy.
No,
I wanted to go to Miami.
So did I actually. Yeah, and just
I got in
not
on a
smart.
spring admission. It was like, you're stupid, but here you go.
See you in the spring.
Yep. See you in
Yeah.
spring.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
hard
they
no.
would have just been like, "Why the fuck did you apply, pal?"
Anywho, we were talking about college football. Obviously, college football is live in the Betr Picks app. So download Betr, play Betr Picks, the only daily fantasy app where you can 1,000 extra money. And it's
true.
not just college football that's here. It's NFL. I mean, we just said it. 11 days away from the first game on the 11th
Dude,
day.
I'm a sicko, so I was watching Patriots Commanders last night, Sunday Night Football, and they had the first like trailers like
Yeah, I saw.
dun, 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 with
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Dun, dun, dun,
Ravens
dun,
Chiefs. Oh my
Dun, dun,
god,
dun, 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 dun,
it was sick.
Okay, quick preseason talk. Only we're
gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Do we have to do too much?
No. I got a couple topics.
No one,
from
no
the
one, no
preseason.
one.
Because
No.
I got a quick preseason talk.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about it as well. So we're gonna
Good,
just
okay.
quick run of shows.
Quick,
We're gonna
quick.
talk very high level recapping of things that happened in Week 3 preseason, and then I want us to. I do have a game, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. I could always save it for Wednesday if we wanted to. I want to ask and throw around like who we think the biggest threat to, let's say, the Chiefs are this year. Like who would be the biggest contender to Patrick Mahomes and
So
the
we're saying
Chiefs?
who's the second best team in football?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
And then
feel like we know that
if we do have time, I would like I built a few divisional parlays this weekend, and I would
nice.
like
Nice.
for us
I think we should
together
just make
to
our
build.
own.
Well, together we build. one. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We should make our own.
So that's our little run of show today that we're going to talk about. Pat, you want to start with anything? You had a high level thought.
Yeah,
of
no,
preseason.
I did. I want you guys to tell me what rookie quarterback showed you the most in the preseason. Like, and it doesn't have to be where they were drafted. It's just any rookie QB that you feel like this guy might actually be the guy.
So the most is like hard because it's about playing time, and you can make the argument like Bo Nix came out and showed you the fucking most. But I feel like I saw enough from Caleb fucking Williams out of
Yeah.
like 6 plays.
Really.
Like
So
it just,
you think those highlight, because his numbers not that great, but those
No, they
few
weren't.
highlight plays, that's enough for you being shown
yeah,
what you needed
because
to see.
that was Caleb Williams. That was the hype around Caleb Williams. It was what can he do when he's on the field? Is he the Patrick Mahomes clone? And we saw moments, flashes of him doing that. So again, even though it is in preseason and it is against backups, to see Caleb Williams do that at the NFL level in a Bears jersey gives me promise, and I think it might have been enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it wasn't even like watching preseason games that changed me on Caleb Williams. It's just Hard Knocks. Watching Hard Knocks, I always thought before I thought Caleb Williams is a huge cocky prick. Like he's just
Still think that. I
a prima
still think
donna
that.
diva, thinks he's the shit. Fuck everyone else, and still have some of those sentiments. But like he seems like there's a line between cocky and confident, and I think he's more on the confident side than cocky because it seems like all of his teammates like him. He very much so like hypes up everyone around him. Like he seems like a good dude. He doesn't seem like a little prick that thinks he's the shit and everyone else sucks.
Yeah.
Like so that made me more in on Caleb Williams. I knew he could make plays like that.
I
So
will.
it's
I
like,
think to your I
needed
kind
to
of
see
big
that.
disagree with you guys on the few flashes showed me enough. We knew that he could do that. That was his thing at USC. He always has been able to make the spectacular plays, the eye catching throws,
for
the throws on the run. How can he do dropping back and just sitting in the pocket and picking apart a defense, moving the ball down the field, moving the chains? I don't feel like we saw that from Caleb Williams yet, of that he can be an NFL quarterback. Like his numbers, his completion rate was like 50%.
You're like
Sample
he'd be a
size,
field
though.
general.
Like,
Yeah,
right,
but we knew he can make the cool plays. I would have liked to see a little more out of him consistency-wise. But moving off of Caleb Williams, a quarterback that did show a lot to me was Spencer Rattler. I think he could totally take over for Derek Carr. If the Saints are treaded water, they're not going to be, and I don't think they're going to be
By
a
the way,
playoff threat.
Derek has him to win Rookie of the Year.
Does he really? It's a good
offensive
pick.
rookie
It's a
of the
good
year.
pick.
It's actually a really good pick.
I could so see him taking over like around the trade deadline. They get rid of Derek Carr, trade him over to a team that maybe
the
is
Vikings.
like a team that
Yeah.
needs a quarterback that has a good roster that could use a veteran guy like Derek Carr. Spencer Rattler, that'd be a very cool full circle story for the guy, like getting taken over by Caleb Williams, getting shipped out to USC. Like he was at one point supposed to be the number 1 overall pick.
Oh yeah.
And then he went in the 4th round, I think, this year.
Well, he'd win in the 4th round because he sucked.
No,
at
it
South
totally,
Carolina.
yeah,
he sucked
totally.
in college.
But would be a pretty cool story because he got dragged for that whole QB1 show. Like he was a prick in it. No one liked him.
he was the worst. Well, do you know why? This is a really funny story. I found out why he wasn't allowed to play in the playoffs in high school.
Why?
He got caught getting head in the bathroom.
That's
banning from playing in the playoffs.
He went to a super Catholic school.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
Well,
Boys and girls school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Boys and girls school.
Good
but, like,
clarification
Catholic.
question.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard what Caleb Williams said the day that he decided he's going to Oklahoma?
nope.
He's because Spencer Rattler was there. He came and took over for him. He said to the press conference essentially when he decided he was going to Oklahoma that everyone had him ranked higher than me my entire life. I'm gonna go take his job from him.
Damn.
Oh my God! I'm so in on
I'm
Caleb
sold.
Williams.
Damn, that's fucking
So
cool.
like,
If
So
I
fuck
knew-
you, Spencer.
Okay, that's a
That's
little
mean.
aggressive.
It was
no, but to Pat's
reactionary
point, it would be
at
very
best.
full circle for like Spencer Rattler to go have a great career now,
Yeah,
and like
hopefully he
maybe
does.
Caleb isn't the guy, and like holy shit, now like Spencer Rattler wins.
Dude, fuck! I wish I knew that like in college, or else I would have hammered him to win the Heisman every single year.
And then just to wrap, rookie talk, Bo Nix and Drake May both look pretty good.
No, I think
They both look pretty
look,
good.
If we're gonna have a real answer on
I think
what
those
your
are-
question was, it has to be Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Bo Nix came in with a depleted roster, even if it was against backups, and showed you that he can play damn well.
Well,
especially with Sean
I
Payton.
think what Bo Nix showed is he's the most pro-ready quarterback of all these guys.
I'd hope.
Obviously, he's older. I know you're going to say that. The full frontal lobe. That's
401k.
that's your whole. But like the thing is that he can go in there for the Broncos and just play good game managing type quarterback.
You fucking dork. He grammar checked you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to stop there now. You want to?
I think at the end of the day,
I'm done. I'm done.
At the end of the day, the Broncos don't have enough weapons around Bo Nix for him to really make any noise this season. Their best weapon is Courtland Sutton.
I do like him in
I know
fantasy.
we like because he's a number 1 wide receiver. He's going to get targets.
only option.
But after that, you got Tim Patrick, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, Jaleel McLaughlin.
Damn, you know a lot of
Greg
Broncos.
Dulcich. And my buddy's a huge Broncos fan. He's been
Yeah.
trying to fucking sell me on drafting them all year. And I'm like,
Greg
we're not
Dulcich.
taking them.
is Marvin Mims still there?
I think so. He was
Yeah,
a
he's
rookie
there.
last year, so I think
Yeah.
he should be. Anyway, yeah, that was what I wanted to talk preseason wise. A little rookie QB talk.
A few things that I wanted to talk about in the preseason or week 3 is like a big one. Jamar Chase is officially back.
Yep.
Jamar Chase practiced yesterday for the first time, and I know, Jack, you're going to say you weren't concerned and anything, but the only concern came from
Soft
fantasy.
tissue. Yeah, soft
It
tissue.
came from fantasy. No, in all seriousness, like you had Jamar and CeeDee
Scary.
both holding in some capacity, and these are
Holding out.
two guys.
Holding out.
No, holding in.
What does that mean?
It means that you are in the facility, but you are not practicing. You've never heard holding in?
No, I haven't.
No.
Yeah,
So they
that's a
show
very-
up to the facility.
They are at
Brandon
the
and
facility.
Brandon Ayuk's
suck
holding
at
in.
Brandon
holding
Ayuk
in.
is holding in. Trent
Yeah.
Williams is holding out. It's a very prevalent
Hassan
term.
Reddick holding out.
Correct.
By the way, don't think it's as prevalent as you think. Because I'm
No,
all
it's-
over Twitter as well.
It's
but-
very, very.
Yeah, I don't
Never
know.
knew those were two different
No,
things.
this is one of your nerdy little terms. What was the one last year that you used a ton?
Positive regression.
Yeah. Well, do you know what positive regression
Getting
means?
worse.
Anyone? Yeah. It just means you're. But no.
No, positive
Positive regression. By the way, means that you
Pat,
are.
I'm surprised
No,
you
I
don't.
know what it
improving.
means. It's like if I threw 15 interceptions, I'm expected to have some positive regression and
You're
only
a fantasy
throw 10
guy. I
this year.
expect that.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like
It's a very
okay.
prevalent
So
term
you're
in the fantasy
expected to
community.
be better.
You
to
can just say
improve.
improve. I agree. Don't get me wrong.
Positive regression is such a dorky. Sorry,
It is that's
it's-
dorky as shit. I'm a fantasy
yeah.
guy. I'm not a fucking nerd, Adam.
Well, you have glasses.
Yeah,
so.
take him.
Yeah, Perry. Oh, all right.
Yep. Nope.
There you
If
go.
he's gonna talk positive regression, he can wear the fucking glasses.
Yeah, and holding in versus holding out.
You are so blind.
I'm really not. You just have perfect vision then. Most people put those on and they're like, oh wow, I can
I
kind of
put
see a
those
lot
on. And
better.
I was like, oh, they're kind of like reading.
So yeah,
lights.
Jamar's back in practice. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about Jamar, and they were saying that they do expect him to kind of get a deal very similar to where CeeDee's going to get. It's right on. I literally can't. I'm getting busy.
Wait, can I try these on? Oh
no,
no!
my God, those are my glasses.
Oh, hey.
You look good.
No, I don't.
Let me
look
see.
good.
Let me see.
Actually, it feels very clear.
You actually look.
Well, no,
really
a lot
good.
of people like I'm not that blind, so that's why I was surprised you said that. Like
It
most
hurts my
people are somewhat close to that as what their prescription should be.
Like
They just don't wear glasses.
they're a little bit not great.
Yeah.
I just want to see how I look in these. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh fuck, I can't do that. I look like the professor that sleeps with his fucking students. That's not a look, man.
Why is that what came out?
I don't know. It just felt that's
what
I
came
looked
out.
at it.
Take him back
I think
to
it was.
football.
I think
Take
it was
us back
also
to
the
football.
Harvard hat.
Oh,
did
Jamar's
that.
back.
Yeah.
I actually saw a great video that Zim posted on Twitter about Jamar being back. And because Schefter, the big point is that Schefter was saying that if Jamar does not get a deal, Chad Ochocinco mentioned that he would be holding out for at least a few weeks in the NFL season. So to see Jamar Chase back at practice, I think it's a sign of good faith. That's finally a good thing for someone that hasn't drafted in fantasy yet.
So I saw an Instagram post that had odds for CD Lamb's next team. Is that like a real
No,
thing?
I think it's going to get done. So
Okay.
even more so.
Because the
I was-
Jets were number 3 on the list. That's the reason I asked.
Really?
Okay, so hopefully it doesn't get done.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't get done.
You want to talk about that?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation. I know CD wants a new deal, and I know Jerry Jones has said some stupid shit. But is it going to get done?
If you
You're
don't
the
get
nerd.
the Son Reddick a deal,
Yeah.
So I've heard my sources. I actually texted Jack something about my sources this
Okay.
past weekend, which was great. Which
Cool.
is
yeah,
more
his
sources.
sources is the Diana Rossini podcast.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just she is a source. So just listen to more podcasts about it. But the CD situation is very simple. It's just the problem is the Cowboys are a team that take a long time to give contracts out.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be right under Justin Jefferson's deal. So they have said that
should
CD is
be
not
right
someone.
there.
I
who
like how
wants- yeah.
factually you're talking about it. This is a statement of fact, not speculation.
It will be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm literally just regurgitating information here.
Yeah, yeah.
That it's going to be right under Justin Jefferson's deal. It's going to get done. I think CD, the way the Cowboys have clearly ranked their players is CD, Micah, Dak.
Yeah.
The problem is that Micah's going to wait till next year to get a deal.
So then Micah's going to get left out.
Or is Dak going to ball out and leave? And Trey Lance is the future. So
Oh my God, dude.
Let's talk about Trey Lance. Trey Lance had a great fucking.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Trey Lance.
No, I'm just saying.
Great?
Like, I want to.
He had a great preseason. You want to know why? He led every quarterback and running back in passing yards and rushing yards. His game was so goddamn good last on Saturday.
Adam?
He threw 5 interceptions.
Adam, Trey
He's
Lance.
so fucking ass.
Okay.
I'm going to go on record here. He definitely had the most snaps of anyone in the
Yeah, he was
preseason.
playing like all game, every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 49 attempts on Saturday.
Yeah, he threw for 50
In one
attempts.
game?
Like, I will think it's 'cause, by the way,
5 picks?
Trey
Yo.
Lance went 33 of 49 for 323 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 INTs with a 52.9 passer rating, but he did have 11 carries for 90 yards.
wait, like,
Pretty
like,
decent,
is
aside
it,
from the 5 interceptions.
is it too soon to already say that Trey Lance is one of the biggest busts in NFL history?
I don't.
I think it
Biggest
is.
bust,
I
I
think
think,
it
might
is.
be a bit of a reach. Just
No,
because
he was drafted third overall.
I know.
He'd only
But he
played
hasn't had
1
the
year.
opportunity. Yeah, he hasn't had the
He'd only
opportunity.
played
I
1
can't
year
say
in
Trey
college.
Lance is a
Dude,
bust.
but you know why he hasn't had the opportunity? Because
he
he's been
sucks?
fucking ass.
He did have the opportunity. He got hurt, and then Brock Purdy, king that he is, just took that shit and never gave it back.
Yeah, just like who else did that kind of thing when their starting quarterback got hurt?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, just putting that out
let's,
there.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. No, I don't think you can call him the biggest bust yet because there are first overall guys that were worse, second overall guys that were
First
worse.
that comes to mind is like Jamarcus Russell, who just
Obviously,
got
yeah.
300 pounds
and
in
then
the camp.
Zach
but-
Wilson was second overall, had every opportunity, and sucks.
I don't think he's a bust just
But
yet.
I think not
he's gonna
even
be good,
like
but-
if you're so bad that people don't even want to give you an opportunity, that's pretty fucking sad.
But Trey Lance is getting an opportunity
to
back
be a
up
backup
the-
and be a preseason king.
maybe take
I don't know
over
if you're
for
a
You
king.
threw
King,
5
yeah.
picks in a preseason game
yeah, that
against
ain't a
backups,
king.
bro.
That ain't a king.
He sucks.
Yeah,
But it is crazy to lead every single running back in rushing yards in the preseason.
I want
as a
to
quarterback.
Can't take that away from him.
I want to talk to you about this. I want to revisit the Trey Lance trade.
the Trey Lance trade is the greatest thing that's ever happened to the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, but the funniest part is that the Niners are still considered better than the Dolphins. But
Yeah, but
so no, you guys
What
won
was the trade? I don't remember
Yeah,
what
it
the
was-
trade was.
Basically, for the 3rd overall pick that the Niners got Trey Lance in, for what 3 first rounders?
it was 3 first round picks.
Which
yeah.
one of you guys flipped for Tyreek Hill?
Yes, we did.
What were the other 2?
Jalen Waddle and Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's
How
hilarious to
fucking
me.
good are the 49ers then if they
I
could
was-
manage to still be as good as they
I was
are?
about to say that's maybe one of the worst trades of all time. Like when you look at who the Dolphins
Oh, my
got with
God.
it, and it's hilarious how the Niners are just considerably better than the Dolphins. Sorry.
So the way I kind of
good.
see it
Like,
is it's a skewed argument because you guys were a good team, riddled with injuries, and therefore that's why you had a top 10 pick. And your
Yeah.
team the previous year, correct me if I'm wrong, was in the Super Bowl
Yeah, I believe so.
or the year before, but you have always been there. So your team was just riddled with injuries, but you were already the better team. The Dolphins were a team that were hoping they could be somewhat decent. They drafted fucking Tua, and Tua had not been supported by Brian Flores. And obviously Tua came out with all this shit talking about Brian Flores now. So Yeah, it's one of the worst fucking trades for your side, but I don't think you could say like, oh, that's so much. It's so sad. The Niners are so much better. Like that's stupid. You guys went to a Super Bowl the year before.
No, it's just objectively pretty funny.
And then you got hit with injuries from Nick Bosa and everyone. So
like it is.
I think
it is kind of funny.
No, I think you're being a bit of a prick right now.
Yeah,
I think you're being like,
Thank you.
let the man win his trade, and it's turned him into a good team.
No,
let him have this one, dude.
I'm fully being a prick right now.
Yeah,
I'll
big
own up
one,
for
big one.
100%. You would be too if you were in this situation.
I've never been in this situation, so you can't say
Yeah,
that.
you
You
will
have
be
no
soon.
idea how I would behave.
You will be soon.
You have no idea how I'd behave.
Jets are going to be there.
Bringing it back to some
Yep.
high level preseason things. Not that this is like the sexiest, but I saw that Deron Bland hurt
6 to 8
4 to
weeks.
6, 4 to
Yeah,
6,
definitely
4 to
not
8
sexy
weeks.
when a guy gets
I think it
hurt.
might have been 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. So if you are drafting or planning on drafting the Cowboys defense in fantasy, I don't know if I would do that. That's a big ball hawk. So Deron
by the
Bland
way,
being out.
do any of you guys actually care about the defenses that you?
No, but I
no.
had the Cowboys defense the first 6 weeks last year, and they won you. They outscored.
I draft
No,
by
I
week
did.
one.
I
Did
did
say a
last-
stat?
I
Oh,
draft
they
by
were-
week
oh.
one matchups.
They outscored like a couple like big time wide.
I saw a
receiver
stat that
running backs,
I forgot what it was, but maybe it was in happy PR. But the Cowboys defense was like top 24 in scoring.
Yeah, no, they're insane.
You got anything else?
If we're just talking random football news, I got something too. Yeah.
I got one more thing. Just because I saw it on I saw two actually. One is someone said Drake May is a combination of just Josh Allen and Justin Herbert solely from that throw where he rolled left and then threw it deep.
if
So
you
I
look at just the one throw, sure.
yeah, well, which is what happens with Justin Herbert. So I kind of liked it, right? We see one throw with fucking Justin Herbert, the social media quarterback. He rolls left, throws a fucking bomb, and now people anoint him as a top 5 quarterback.
That's the Justin Herbert in him.
Exactly.
Sure,
The Josh
sure,
Allen, I
sure.
think, was the rolling left arm strength.
Oh, they're
thing.
not used to the social media.
No,
quarterback
they're
talk.
gonna hear it
Oh,
very
really?
often.
I drafted Zach Wilson based off of one social media throw.
Oh, his roll to the left pro day throw at BYU.
He's got to
Yeah.
be the all-time social media quarterback.
No.
'Cause no one
No.
thinks he's good.
Well, when we say social media quarterback, it's a Emmanuel Acho thing. He became very popular.
What does it mean?
On Twitter.
Okay, so maybe I'm not
Essentially, the
understanding it
social
correctly.
media quarterback is that he has a ton of throws that the NFL will post on Twitter, on Instagram, and that's all people will see. So people will consistently say that Justin Herbert is
okay, yeah,
that
not Zach
lethal,
Wilson.
elite quarterback.
But when you actually
break it
down,
look at the numbers, when you actually look at the wins and losses, which is the most important thing,
and you follow a whole game.
Justin Herbert is not that guy.
Okay, so yeah,
I,
Zach
no,
Wilson
I like,
doesn't fit
by the
that
way, I
bill.
like that you said that looking at the statistics and wins and losses, most important thing to break down a quarterback. Let's hold on to that for this year.
I mean, we are.
I know I'm saying for you and my sake, we have to hold on to that.
And last but not least, my last preseason note from the third and final week of preseason was a big congratulations to the Nakua family because they are just producing athletes. Samson Nakua.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Fucking 100 yards, but didn't score.
I got a big problem with him not
you see how
scoring.
much he was running around?
Yeah, but that's an athlete.
He was gassed. He was gassed. I don't blame him. I'd be
Get in the end
fucking
zone.
gassed too.
Get in the fucking end zone. Get,
Oh,
You,
get
you
six.
have one job. You're paid to score.
Get 6.
Go score.
No, fair enough. But like, it was still pretty fucking.
That's
cool.
all I got for the preseason roundup.
My last thing I got is just who on earth does Doug Peterson think he is in the Jacksonville Jaguars? So this is his quote about Mac Jones, and somehow he just starts like chirping the Patriots, which I think he's forgetting. Well, I'll get into it.
Well, he beat them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he also is now with Jacksonville. So the quote is, Mac has played extremely well in the last couple of weeks and has really bought into what we do here. He'll still revert back to his Patriot ways every now and then, and we have to remind him he's in Jacksonville, which is just crazy coming from the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wait, yeah, because I'm like, it's a funny jab because when he was with the Pats, he sucked. But like, the Patriot way is like winning 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to go.
The Jaguars way is like
what's the Jaguars way?
literally never been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Going to London.
Being the worst
Yeah,
team
yeah.
ever since they've become a team.
Well, they did go to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they did.
before
They did.
The Dolphins.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. And
Yeah,
the
but
Jets.
I just thought it was a pretty crazy
You want to know
comment.
what's crazy? What the fuck are coaches doing in the preseason? Have you seen what Dennis Allen has been doing?
No, what's he
Head coach
doing?
of the fucking New Orleans Saints, just shitting on Kendre Miller, saying he can't learn the system. I don't know if we're gonna play him. Openly shit on him.
Yeah, you keep
You're
that
a
to
head
yourself.
coach. Have head coach speak. Doug Pearson, what the fuck are you saying? What does that even mean? Sometimes he reverts back to his Patriot
I just
ways.
thought it
Why
was
don't you
really
just give
funny.
him credit?
That's hilarious.
The ending line of it was really funny to me. If we have to remind him he's in Jacksonville, like they have this culture in Jacksonville that that's what he needs to be
Didn't
a
they
part
not
of.
make the playoffs last year?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they were
They're
not good.
regressing.
Yeah,
They're literally regressing.
yeah, literally.
Literally.
What do we?
Who was that dude that caught a touchdown pass for Washington yesterday that hasn't played in the league for a while?
I never thought I
Oh,
would
wait,
see
wait.
Martavis Bryant.
Dude, Trace McSorley threw a touchdown to Martavis Bryant yesterday.
Steelers
we are-
Martavis
yeah,
Bryant?
yeah.
What?
He's
On
playing
the
football.
command, so the Commanders game-sealing touchdown last night against the Patriots was a Trace McSorley bullet to fucking Martavis Bryant.
What's he been doing the last few years?
I don't know, just
Smoking
hanging out.
weed.
Was that his thing?
No, that was Josh Gordon, but I think
I know
Martavis
that.
was getting high also.
I was going to say, if you told me Martavis
Generalization.
Bryant was, I would have believed you.
Wow, that's
I feel
crazy.
like Martavis got busted for weed too, no?
Oh,
I think you're
speaking
actually
of-
correct there.
I watched 2 documentaries yesterday. They're both really good. Have you guys seen the Chiefsaholic one?
No.
No,
On
but I know
ESPN
the story.
Plus.
But
No.
is he the wolf?
Yeah. So it goes really in depth on that. Very good. And then the Untold Murder of Steve McNair. Very good.
nice.
It just came
That's
out.
new. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Untold's
Very, very good.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I love those.
Untolds are so good.
I just
They're so
watched.
good.
I would
the
watch
murder-
the Steve McNair
I watched
one.
like a true
That's
crime
good.
doc last night. That was pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, we really have nothing to talk about.
No,
huh?
I do have a question though. I do have a question for you. I saw someone, I think it was like Stephen A. actually talking about this, who he thinks the biggest threat to the Chiefs are. And so like I want to throw it to you guys. Who you think is the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs
You
this
don't
year?
have to ask me, man.
So here, let's do this. Let's like make it a little simpler then. In the NFC, it's the 49ers.
No, I think it's the Eagles.
Oh God.
Okay.
I tried, Jack. I tried.
I think the Eagles are the biggest
Are
threat.
you on fucking crack?
Yeah, I'll let you two go to bat. you know?
Yeah. I'm going to turn my mic
What
off.
about the Eagles makes you think that they've improved enough to that they are better than the 49ers this year?
Okay,
Go.
I'll go.
No, start. Because that secondary is even worse.
First, 2 years ago, they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
The
is that
following-
because we had to have Christian McCaffrey at fucking quarterback? When we played the Eagles last year, we beat the living shit out of them in Philly.
Okay,
Just saying.
my turn.
Yeah, go.
So then they go to the Super Bowl. What happens the next year? They have Brian Johnson as their offensive coordinator, someone that actually used motion at the 32nd rate in the NFL, something that is used all across the board. They have a lethal fucking offensive line. They have one of the best weapons in A.J. Brown or duos with Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. Kellen Moore comes in, someone that, regardless of what you think about him, has had offense.
Saquon Barkley too.
Saquon Barkley as well, they just had. Kellen Moore is a guy that has had his offenses performing as a top 12 offense consistently, regardless
Okay.
of what you think about him.
They should be in that, by the way.
And now you expect, and then you add Vic Fangio into the mix, who, although I fucking hate his guts because
You guys-
the
you
Dolphins
guys literally
defense
let
was
him go.
horrible. No, he literally left us. He
okay.
wanted out.
There
But
you
they
go.
have pieces on that defensive side of the ball. So I
Name
expect.
3.
Okay.
Name 3
Darius,
that are actually good.
Darius Slay
Sure.
is a good fucking player.
He's a good player.
He's a good fucking player. They got Bryce Huff there. They got. I don't think Fletcher's still on the defense.
Nope.
Cooper DeJean is a fucking.
He was the
dog.
lowest rated player
Then they have
in all of preseason last week.
They have who do they fucking add from the Bucks? Devin was it Devin White?
Was it? See, the fact he's not even good anymore. The fact you don't even know.
And then
Their
they also
defense is
they have
not
Jalen
good.
Carter. They also
Oh.
have the entire Georgia linebacking
Yep,
core.
who hasn't done anything in the league yet. Correct.
I expect the defense to be better, and that's my point.
Well, it can't be much worse.
So I also think you put all these things together, plus an offensive coordinator who completely turned that offense into a fucking shit show. I expect the Eagles to be better. Yeah.
I just think that's the craziest, stupidest shit I've ever heard you say on this entire show's history.
That
Probably.
the Eagles, I think, are a bigger threat than the Niners.
Yes.
I'm gonna side with Jack here. Why do you have any reason to believe that the Niners will regress at all?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because Trent Williams is currently holding out right now.
gonna come
And he's
back.
an offensive lineman that is your best offensive lineman, the best in the entire NFL.
Is that your only reason that he might not play?
It's because the fact that
that's
there's
a-
a chance
that's a-
he might not play.
No,
That's a
think
flimsy case
I
that
think
you're
he will
presenting.
play, and then I also think if in the event that Ayuk does get traded,
He's not going to. You were literally texting me the other day, hey, my sources tell me that Brandon Ayuk's going to sign on Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
but
for
I'm
both,
just
your,
saying-
both
extension
of
with
your
the
points
49ers.
are pure speculation of things that are
Absolutely.
kind of unlikely to happen.
yes.
I think you've presented a losing argument here,
no.
Mr. Tabachnik.
Yeah.
I'll be serious. For me, the way I see it is that the Eagles were worse last year, but I still think the Eagles and the Niners are on the same level, and
I
it's
don't-
1A, 1B, whichever you say it, and probably the Niners are 1A. But with the
I
Eagles
think it's 1 and then it's 2, 3, 4.
positively regressing, I expect them to be better. Their offense is going to be good.
Just say fucking improve, man.
Improved.
Yeah.
I think
Moving,
the Eagles are
moving
gonna
back
be
to the
better.
AFC then, to the AFC.
This is where it's more open.
Wait, I will now just give my guys a shot here. Let me just give my. Can I give my Jets case? Could,
Yeah, give your
could we?
case. Give
Could I
your
give the
case,
case?
yeah.
Could I give it? Okay, it's going to start with a bold assumption right off the top. Aaron Rodgers healthy all year long.
Quick. Yeah, thank you.
Is that good enough
Yeah,
for
it's
you?
good.
It's a big assumption, I know, but Aaron Rodgers, he's going to play every single game.
Sure.
Our offensive line is far and away the most improved offensive line in football. We were one of the worst units last year. We went out and signed Tyron Smith, Morgan Moses, and John Simpson. We're getting Elijah Vera Tucker back healthy, Joe Tippmann at center. That is a fucking stacked offensive line. If healthy. All these are going to be big if healthy assumptions. Then offensively, we have weapons, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. Mike Williams, if healthy, weapon, and then Braylon Allen coming out as a second running
Playing
back.
in the ifs, I see. Huh?
And then Malachi Corley, I think, is going to be a Debo Samuel.
Lot of ifs. I
think
Very,
he
very
could be nice.
watered down version of Debo Samuel.
Adam, everything's
and
nice.
then, of
That's my
course,
point.
I think the Jets have the best defense in football. You can argue other teams. But the Jets have a case for being the best
You could
defense
say-
in
you could
football.
say it.
We have the best linebacker unit. We have the best secondary unit. And then our defensive line is the only one that isn't dominant. All that combined is a team that can threaten any team in football. We saw last year we almost beat the fucking Chiefs with Zach Wilson at quarterback. You don't think that we could give them a run for their money in the AFC Championship,
Well, hold
bringing
on.
back
I think,
the exact same
the
defense?
NFL is a week-to-week league.
I
Any team,
understand,
any given Sunday can
but
win a fucking game.
Our defense gave Pat Mahomes fucking fits, and last year,
Imagine
every
getting
time he
offense
played,
actually
exactly,
played, yeah.
every time he played a top end quarterback, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Pat Mahomes, we made their life fucking hell. And that's,
I remember seeing a stat. It was like their QBR
Yep.
or whatever against the Jets defense. Everyone was under 70.
And if you look at
It
the
was, like, terrible.
Giants from the 2011-2007 Giants, how are they able to beat the Patriots and win both those Super Bowls? Because they could get after the quarterback and give the quarterback more fits than any other team. No one else could do it. The Jets have a real shot, but it's all contingent on health. It's all contingent on health.
I understand that superficially the roster's there.
I don't like that word per se, but go on. What do
He's
you
a
mean
Jets hater.
superficial?
He's a Jets hater. He's not
Yeah,
gonna
what
pick
does
the Jets.
superficial mean?
At the surface, the roster looks fucking good. There's a lot of ifs, like you just said, and shit on me for my ifs.
There's
with the
two
Niners.
ifs. But your ifs were like, they're not
And
going to happen. My two ifs are just like...
The Jets are going to jet at some point. We know that. I'm sorry, but Aaron Rodgers, they're fragile. It's a fucking pot that's boiling over. I just don't see them lasting 17 games, and I don't think your defense is going to be as good without Hassan Reddick.
We didn't have him last year.
Yes, but the person that you had is
I'm
gone.
doing a lot of assumptions that like all these players won't play because
Hassan Reddick's not playing. I fucking hate that man. I don't want him on my team.
He's gonna play.
I hope not.
I mean,
I hope he does.
I don't know.
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
I know you do.
I'm projecting.
I'm trying to think because I feel like it's easiest to say like the Bengals or someone
Or the Ravens, yeah.
But the Bengals lost a lot on defense. I don't think it's gonna be the Bengals. The Ravens have just literally never proven anything. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Texans. I think the Texans are
AFC's
gonna.
loaded.
I think the Texans could win the AFC this year, straight up. Like wouldn't be surprised at all by that. CJ Stroud takes another leap with more weapons on offense. They added a lot on defense that was pretty underrated this year. And D'Amico Ryans is like obviously an incredible defensive head coach. So I feel like if that defense can become like a top 10 tier defense, combine it with the top 10 offense that it's inevitably going to be, like, dude, these Texans could be disgustingly good this year.
While we're on the if train, I'm going to throw out the fucking Dolphins.
I was going to throw it
No.
over to you because I genuinely do believe that everything I just said, that the Jets are probably the biggest threat to the Chiefs. Do you genuinely believe that the Dolphins are a threat?
If I'm allowed to play in all these ifs, then yes, absolutely.
What do you mean?
I did two ifs, and it's my starting quarterback plays. My fucking bad.
What do you mean, Tyron Smith? Can he stay healthy?
That was the second if.
Well, what
I just
if-
didn't go
what
into
if-
it.
Williams, third.
What about Quinnen Williams?
Adam,
He's
what
never
ifs?
fucking healthy.
Quinnen Williams, I don't know if he's ever missed a game.
What?
Quinnen
You
Williams
say
is
Mike.
Mike.
You say
Mike.
Williams.
Oh, you said Quinnen.
I said Mike.
You said Quinnen.
He said Mike.
I heard Mike. I heard Quinnen.
What? Okay.
No, I do. It's hard with the Dolphins because every single time they've gotten worse towards the back half of the season. But if they don't get worse,
Okay, see, that's a much bigger if.
Adam, these are much bigger ifs than any other if that you have brought
At
up.
the back half of the season, the Dolphins were hit with so many fucking injuries.
Yes.
So many injuries.
Yes.
That's why they sucked. And that's consistently happened. If the Dolphins do not get the injury bug this year like they did last year, I think the Dolphins can be one of those teams in the AFC, just like the fucking Texans, or
Counterpoint.
just like the Bengals,
Counterpoint.
that can fucking win the division
Just
and
like the Jets.
conference.
Adam, counterpoint.
the Jets, too.
What if it gets a bit chilly?
That's another if.
Like just something to think about.
Global warming.
I think
It-
it's
maybe
a
it's a
when.
good
The
thing
way
for
the
you guys.
world works, it gets cold.
I don't
in
think
December
the
and
Dolphins.
January.
I don't. I think we like
Adam's
over.
pro global warming.
We over like hype and overthink about this cold weather shit. Tua has
Dude,
played.
I would love to see Tua's record in 50 degrees and below weather. I would love to see his record.
Okay, so question for you: can I only count the last 2 years with Mike McDaniel?
I don't know. No,
Because
sure.
okay.
Do you,
and-
do you genuinely believe the Dolphins could give the Chiefs a run for their money? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
And
You
your
just
in your heart
stuttered.
of hearts, in your heart of
Yes.
hearts.
You just stuttered again. You almost said no.
No, on next week's episode,
no,
on next week's episode, I'm literally going to make a fucking $1,000 bet and another bet that is a stupid fucking idea. So yes, I do believe it. I
I've made
believe
one $1,000 bet. It was on Knicks,
Knicks,
Game 7,
yeah.
Pacers, Knicks. So
that was. I remember
tread lightly, Adam.
Tuning
No.
into that live stream was not fun.
The Dolphins from a roster.
Everyone was so
the
mean to
Dolphins.
me.
You want to talk
Yeah.
about the Jets roster? The Dolphins roster is right there with them.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Our team's better.
it's not.
It is.
No,
It's simply not.
it's not.
Okay. It is.
Oh, see, he's angry.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
angry.
Yep.
Hey, Jack, outside of Jalen Ramsey, Bradley Chubb, and Jalen Phillips, name me other Dolphins defensive players.
We can name the guy that we had on our show, Jordan Poyer.
That is
How
one.
about that?
That is one.
How about fucking David Long?
That is
You're
two.
crazy about him. What about Zach Sealer?
That is three.
Yeah.
Nope, I
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Who's the white corner? Fucking Ethan Bonner.
Nope, he doesn't even start.
White corner.
Well, he's on the team.
That is true. So
Yep.
I named
There you
Cooper
go.
DeJean. No, that's fair.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
That's four.
Jets are better.
No.
Do we have any bets? You and me? Like
We
better
can make
record?
one. We're gonna definitely.
You
we
guys
can
should
make a
make
bunch
Like
of
better
those.
record.
I think.
Two-
Well, I think
250
it's more so just like I feel like the
$500.
division is an easy one.
what?
No, because then if neither one of us wins it, how do we decide? Better record.
We push.
Better record.
But then what if you guys split too?
Better
Same
record.
and you split.
Better record.
I think
No,
I'm
then
scared.
it's-
I think I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'll make a bet. What do you want to bet?
$200 on better record.
I. Okay.
Whoever
well,
has a better record. What?
no,
It's
well,
so
I was,
simple.
I was just gonna try
Sorry.
and get a hook in there. All right.
Pat's just thinking straight. I want to make a bet. I want to make a bet.
Oh, sorry.
Now there's no hook.
Now there's
And
no.
now I will bet you $200 that the Miami Dolphins have a better record than the New York Jets.
You just put it down
easy.
$50.
No, I said 200 at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There you
$200
go.
bucks.
Pat,
And
that's
obviously
easy.
the head-to-head decides the tie break, and if we
What
split,
happens if like
then,
if one of your quarterbacks goes down early? Like
No,
the
that's
last year
voided. It's
thing?
always voided.
Okay. Yeah.
how early?
I would
How
say
about
it's
the
before
fourth
week
play of the-
I'll
6.
be honest. Like regardless, regardless,
the fourth
if
play of
Aaron
the game?
Rodgers goes down, I'll void it.
I think
At any
we'll be
point in
gentlemen.
this-
We'll be
no,
gentlemen.
Yeah, at any point in the season. If
I think
Aaron Rodgers
after
goes
week
down.
14.
Sure. Yeah.
it doesn't count.
I'll be like again.
And then head-to-head
It'll be
matchups decide the
decided by then.
tiebreaker, and whoever scores
Point
more point
differential.
differential will be the third tiebreak.
Oh boy. Okay. Can we
Tygo?
our last?
I got so much money on the Jets
You do?
on this.
Yeah,
like
the
I'm.
Jets.
I
Yeah.
think you're fucked. By the way.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, keep doubting us, man.
I made this. I made the same bet with Joey last year, and he was nice enough to cash me out for. I was a $200 bet, I think, and he let me cash out just on 50 when Aaron Rodgers went down.
I would have a full cash out would have been the only way to do it.
I would have
feel like.
avoided it. Yeah.
He played 4 plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I got swindled.
You did. You did.
I want us as our last thing to build a parlay together. I would like us to put together every single team
tough.
and predict who we think is going to win the division and see the payout. I
Oh,
think
really?
it's 8 teams. Who is going to win the fucking division?
You want to try that again?
No, I'm just talking it through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That,
I like it. I
want to build a divisional parlay. I want to see
Division winner. Division winner. Yeah.
divisional.
Right.
Yeah, division winner parlay.
division winner parlay.
You said
Yeah.
divisional.
We will get there. We are not there yet.
I would just like to get this out there. Let's lock in here. We're gonna disagree on a lot, but we're 2-1 on
2
on
to
a lot
1.
of
2 to
things.
1.
2-1 ultimate Trump.
All right, let's build a divisional winner parlay.
Let's.
Was that all right? Very high pitch, by the way.
I get very high pitched. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I put together
All
a
right.
few parlays this weekend that were not all 8 teams, but I want us to make an 8-team divisional winner
Okay.
parlay
All
and
right,
see how
let's
much
start.
that's going to come out to.
Where do we start?
I'd like
I'll
to
let
see
you know
these
right now.
odds Can I look at one of your guys' phones
Yeah.
to see the odds? Because I don't.
Let me go to team futures. Let me go to divisional winner. We did this last year, and I got very, very fucking close, but I got fucked on the Falcons. Let's start on the AFC East, just because it starts with the AFC,
Yep,
and
this
it
should be a
starts in
fun one.
alphabetical order.
Oh my God.
AFC East, who do we think is
Jets
going
have
to
the
win?
same odds as the Bills. That's pretty cool.
I think that-
and better than the Dolphins. I like
I
that.
think the Jets.
I think it's the Jets too.
It's not gonna be the Dolphins, buddy.
It could be the Bills. Could be the
Jack.
Bills. The Jets have the
You wanna go
second
to Dolphins
easiest
games this year?
schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
No,
man,
go.
look,
I'd rather
look,
sit back and watch the Niners.
it's not going to be the Dolphins. It's the Bills or the Jets, and it's the Jets.
Seeing as though I already have one for the Dolphins, sure, I'll give you the fucking Jets.
Yeah,
You want to
okay.
fucking
Yep,
douche?
I do want the Jets, yeah.
Douche. You know what? I hope
Oh, wait,
the,
wait.
I hope the fucking Jets are the one that fucked this
Yeah, I
up.
was about to say maybe we do the Bills. I don't want to be responsible.
Nope.
No,
Jets.
I want the Jets.
Okay.
I want the Jets.
AFC North. I got the Bengals.
AFC.
Yeah, let's go Zig maybe with the Bengals.
I got the Bengals.
I like that.
I'm not taking the
Yeah, I
Ravens.
think it's good value.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Yeah.
There's just no way I'm taking the Ravens again. What?
Why?
I
Yeah,
think
no,
that-
I mean,
Wait.
yeah.
Why? Wait, why
I
are we?
think they're
Why are
due-
we not taking the Ravens?
I think the Ravens are due for negative regression.
Double.
Yeah.
That's a
Or is it just
double-double.
regression?
I think it's
Yeah,
just regression.
regression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just regression.
They added.
So-
they added Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Dude, that's the most. Ugh, I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the Bengals
sorry, I
versus
just don't
Ravens
give a fuck about
debacle
that
is like,
pickup.
would the Ravens have been the same dominant team had the Bengals not gone down with those injuries? Because then the Bengals play, and now the Bengals give them a run for
they
their
have the
money.
MVP.
Well, and also like
The
you're
MVP
acting like the Bengals
that had the worst fucking MVP season in how long?
That statement made no
arguably-
sense, by the way. You're acting like the Ravens and the Bengals play every
No,
week.
I'm saying
Like-
the record would have challenged. The record would have challenged them.
No, I know, but the Ravens were
but
what,
they did beat-
13 and
they did beat
4.
the
Yeah,
Niners
I'm
on
saying,
the road.
would
I
that-
don't think the Bengals would have been 13 and 4.
But they could have gone down. If the Ravens were like 11 and 6 last year, we're not talking about them in the same vein. Like,
No,
or,
but
like, you
they
know what I
weren't.
mean?
They were 13 and 4. They
Even
were
if they
really
were
fucking
12 and
good.
5, I don't
I'm
think
kind
they
of like I'm glad Tycho made us talk about it a little more. I think the Bengals are
We
obviously
all
due
like
for a
the
big bounce
Bengals
back.
here,
We love the
too.
Bengals. We're a big Bengals pod.
Yeah.
We've spent
Actually,
time
you
in
don't really
Cincy.
like
I have a Bengals sweater.
So you
I
want
have
to go
Bengals
Ravens?
shirt, jersey, hats. I got everything.
This is also, I think, it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50
Yeah,
toss-up.
let's go Bengals.
This also feels like if Joe Burrow's healthy and the Bengals don't win the division this year, I'd be like pretty
Yeah,
surprised.
let's go Bengals.
Like
Okay.
he needs to do that.
Texans.
Before we go into the South, yeah,
Sorry.
it's the Texans. Before we go into the South, caps off merch now live in TikTok shop.
Heck yes.
All right, so Texans. Yeah,
Texans, yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, Texans.
Let's go quick when we
Tycho,
can.
is there anything we should?
We'll also take the Chiefs.
No, but can we like intro like that? That was the AFC South.
Nope, just Texans. All right, anyway, moving on.
AFC West, Chiefs. We know that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Now
not
into the
even-
NFCs. It's been 20 years since there's been a repeat winner. Cowboys won last year. I feel like that's all we need to know.
All right, Commanders.
Eagles.
What, Tycho? What, Tycho? What, Tycho?
Tycho what?
Oh, is it not the Cowboys? They have the best roster in that division.
No,
Eagles
no,
are
I
also
think
in
the
the
Eagles
division.
do. Eagles
I think
are.
the Eagles clear.
I don't. Think so.
However, I do think the loss of Jason Kelsey is going to hurt them a lot more
I
than people
don't.
think.
I don't.
Why not?
Because I think when you have 4 other offensive linemen that
Who's
are fucking
ace?
disgusting.
Who's ace? Does Jalen Hurts go behind?
I don't think
replaced
they're
him
gonna-
for the
I don't
last
think- I
few
just don't think
years?
they're going to do it.
He's sniffing Jason Kelsey's butthole every
think they're
single
gonna be
time they go to
fine.
the goal
Anyone
line.
know who replaced him?
I think they're going to be fine.
The new center, I'm saying. Do you know?
No one knows.
No, me neither.
But I think
Eagles.
if-
I like the Eagles.
Yeah, I still think it's Eagles.
Sorry, Tycho.
NFC North.
Why do you? What's up with you and the Cowboys? You
I'll be
know?
honest. I'm going Packers.
Whoa.
I still.
And I'll tell you why. I think the Lions.
Lions.
The Lions.
I don't
It's
think
the
it's the Lions.
Lions.
I don't think it's the Lions because
Okay,
I think
talk.
the division I think is a lot better. And those are that's
I-
how many games a year
I just.
where they all have to play.
No,
and I think the Packers
I
are a
understand.
fucking good team.
I know, but the Lions.
I think the Lions are.
Your arguments are bad today.
The
because
Lions are
Every
like a-
team has to play all the teams,
Yeah.
and they're all in the,
The
same
Lions
division.
are better.
Yeah,
the second
exactly.
best team in the
So
NFC.
when the Lions and the Packers play, or the Lions have to play the fucking the Bears, or they have to play the Vikings, they're sneaky.
Dude, the
sneaky.
Packers.
So do the
everywhere.
Packers.
Yeah. What do you?
Yes,
mean?
I
What are
agree.
you
and
talking- yeah, what are you
I
talking
agree,
about?
and that's why I think the Lions were able to win the division last year because the
What?
division was not as strong.
The Packers played the same team.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I understand that. What I'm
No,
saying,
you
the
clearly
division
don't.
The division is more balanced. That's why I think it's more open, and I think the
They all
Packers are a
play
better
the same
team.
teams. Oh my God, Adam.
I understand that. I'm saying the division is more balanced. Therefore, I think the Packers are a better fucking team and are going to have more wins. The reason the Lions won the division last year, the division was not as fucking good. Therefore, they were able to run away with the division.
You also just have a fucking hard on for the Packers for some reason all the time.
I like the Lions.
All right, Lions.
It's not the Packers.
Yeah.
And it's not the Bears
Lions,
either.
Pat.
Yeah, I like the Lions.
It's
Jordan Love had a good 8
I'm
games.
so
Congrats.
dizzy right now.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
dude,
your
because you were
neck
making an
vein-
argument that made no sense.
What do you mean?
Dude.
Okay,
My
like, let's now
argument's-
like can we? Well,
My
we're not going to
argument-
yell at each other.
I'm
just
going
gonna
to
explain
make
to
my
you.
argument very clearly, and you tell me if it actually
Okay,
does
okay,
not make sense.
sure.
Because in my
All right,
head,
go.
it makes sense. That the Lions
Hey,
were
hey,
able,
hey.
the Lions were
There you
able
go.
to run away with the division last year because the division was not as strong. Therefore, there are a lot of wins there.
Okay.
I think the division is a lot more
got this, Jay.
balanced this year. And head to head, I think the Packers are a better team than the Lions. So therefore,
Okay.
I think the Packers can win
Okay, you've made your
more
point.
games to win the division.
Lions have a better offense than defense. But.
The Packers had just as much of a chance to run away with the division as the Lions because they were playing the same teams in the same locations.
No, Jordan Love wasn't Jordan Love. He became Jordan Love towards the back half of the year.
And the Lions
That's-
became
that-
the Lions.
That's
Lions
not at
became
all
the
what he
Lions.
was
No,
saying,
no,
is it?
No.
Can we move on?
It's the Lions.
the
I
Lions.
also want to like throw it out there. Like, I want to throw it out there too. Last year, the NFC North Division was very much backloaded. The schedule, just so you know. I'm not even bidding. The Bears played division opponents, I think 5 of the last 7 weeks, which was the same with the Lions
What am
and the
I
Packers.
missing? What like I don't.
What's your like?
Which is saying
we
that
have to move on.
Tycho
we have to
was
move
saying
on.
Jordan Love's really great second half of the year. It was against pretty shitty opponents that were pretty easy to dominate. That's what he's saying.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, it totally does.
In
by
the
way.
NFC South, our
The
favorite
first half, they weren't
division,
as good.
our favorite division, the NFC South.
I hope
Let's
the
get a
Lions- I hope it's the
let's get a
Lions and the
value
Jets.
pick here.
Yeah, sprinkle a Valley in there, maybe a
It's the- I'm
Panties.
sorry, but it's the Falcons.
What's the Bucks?
The Bucks are plus 300.
I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
I think the Bucks are due for regression.
Regression? Okay.
The whole
Good
division went
old-fashioned
9-8.
regression. Yeah.
The Falcons got better.
What's the Panthers?
Panthers plus 1,100. No, look at that. Can we just
Let's
take
give
the
Adam a
Falcons?
bone.
Yeah. Let's toss my guy a bone here.
Falcons.
Falcons, man. Congrats.
I just knew Jack and I were gonna be at odds today. For some reason, I had that feeling.
Here, you want to get him back, man? Here's your chance. NFC West. Who do we like?
The Seahawks.
By the way, I wouldn't hate if you guys went Rams, but I think the Niners.
No,
I
it's
think
the
Niners are
Niners.
gonna win it. But
Oh yeah, if we each put 25, I like the number I'm seeing.
Adam just hates this parlay a lot. Adam, what are your thoughts on this?
Adam, come on.
Is it?
Chin up, Ken.
Are you giving it a boom or a doom?
I think he's dooming it.
Is this a boom or doom?
I just think what I would say is I think the NFC North and the AFC
You're
North.
still hung up on this.
No, I think the AFC North and the NFC North are literally both 50-50 chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And therefore, you made it seem very clear that the Lions are going to fucking win.
No,
it.
I think the
Lions-
We
but I
just
think the
missed the
Lions-
Packers right out of the gate.
I just don't. I'm not buying the
You
Packers hype
hate
at
the
all.
Packers. You literally hate them.
Yes.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
You
I,
all-
I have no.
So then where
I actually love the Packers.
where were you at defense?
You weren't making good points.
I
that
thought I
I
made
could
good
listen to.
Adam, you're making awful points.
If you argued with me that, Jordan Love, we saw that he took the next step later in the second season. A full season of Jordan Love gives them a much better chance of winning the division. That's a much fucking better argument than the division wasn't as good last year, so the Lions ran away with it.
Because they all play the same team.
They all play the same teams. They all play the same teams in the same locations.
And I think, okay,
The same amount of times.
it makes
That's kind
sense
of
in
how
my
the
head.
division works, right?
Yeah, it's literally what divisions are.
It makes sense in my head.
I'm curious when we post this, people will be like, "Oh yeah, no, Adam totally makes sense," and we're just.
I know, maybe.
I'm struggling to. Yes, your point. Jordan Love, second that, all that. But I don't think it's that crazy to say that it was here and now it's here, and therefore it's neck and neck.
But they also have to play each other, Adam.
Stop. We're not going to get through
Wait,
to
no,
them.
but why is it here? Why? What did the Packers do this offseason?
Nothing. Jordan Love is just.
They got Josh
The
Jacobs
Packers improved towards the back half of the season. They became a team that
that won one playoff game.
that's impressive. That's still good.
Wait, but the other team
the Lions
won.
should have gone to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
and they got better. They picked up better weapons.
Who?
They got the DJ Reader and to solidify the defensive line along.
And
with
they finally know how to
Hutchinson.
use Jamison Williams.
Do they?
Yeah.
And their defense was not amazing last year, but it's going to be better. They
I
picked
don't
up
mind
better
you saying
players.
that the Lions are going to win. I think the Packers are definitely. I think it's a 50-50 chance. You put
Well,
$100
yeah,
on
and if
it.
we're going to play the 50-50 chance game, I think the Bears are going to be better
Yeah,
than the
the Bears-
Packers.
I think the Bears could too.
I think the Bears have a better chance of winning than the Packers.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. We have an
I-
easier schedule.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't hate that.
All right,
that's-
$100 gets you $21,796.76.
Something tells me that is a good investment.
I like this investment.
We're doing it.
Everyone actually going to Venmo me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Oh, no, not actually. You're placing this bet for yourself because that is
Venmo
illegal.
me. Well, no, based
Yes.
off of our head-to-head matchup.
He
that
said,
we
"Are
did.
you going to Venmo me for the Dolphins?"
The
pick?"
Dolphins Jets bet.
Yep,
that we
yep,
made.
yep.
Yeah.
And I'm Venmoing you for the
Well, I'll just
Bears
place it by myself.
I'm
Just send me
Venmoing
the
you for
picks and
lunch
I'll place it
today.
by myself.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I just placed the bet.
All right,
Football.
sweet.
Go Jets.
Locked in.
Jet up. Take flight.
Football.
I'm so upset right now.
Yeah, this was a tough episode for Adam.
Yeah, just
like that
you were
was-
getting kind of shit on.
Yeah,
man.
I do feel a little bad.
buy your
I'm
chicken
sorry. I
kitchen
didn't
today
like.
if you want.
It's just sometimes, Adam, you
Actually,
start
no, I
doing
won't.
things, and I'm like, I have no choice.
Someone promo the fucking Better Picks and the merch, and then
You
take
got
us out.
this, man.
All right, yeah. So college football and NFL, now live in Better Picks. So download Better, play Better Picks today. I just putting this out there for Thursday. Luther Burden the third's more thans on everything you can possibly do.
Yep.
And I think Colorado plays that day, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe Shadur Sanders more than interceptions would probably be a good one as well. I feel against North Dakota State when the Bison inevitably beat
didn't
the
need to do that.
Buffaloes.
You didn't need
Did
to
not
do
need
that.
to do that.
Our merch is actually live now too. Adam looks so handsome in it. Look at Adam.
Look at how cool
he
he
looks
looks.
so handsome in our merch. You can go on the TikTok shop, better.shop. I think that's it. Better.shop.
No, it's shop.better.app.
Sorry, shop.better.app. You can go there. You can just go on our TikTok shop. Links in bio on every platform. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Bye.
Love you, Adam. I'm sorry. None of this was personal.
Are you crying?
I think he's trying to get some fake tears going.
Yeah, I think he is.
Stop at that face. You
All
look
right,
like,
bye.
Caps Off is brought to you by Betr, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Perotti, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Betr and play Betr Picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.